Oh yeah, baby. It is episode 156 of Left Side Heavy, the podcast, presented by Blue Wire. It's your host this episode, just the host, boys, Jevon and Haydn. And we're ready to rock and roll with some NHL and NFL news. Hayd, how's it going, my friend?
It's going good.
Good. Um, it's been a it's been a minute since I've seen you on Thursday. How you been, man? How you been?
Good. Absolutely hit uh nasty in a good way. Chest day at the gym today.
Love that for you.
Pecs are popping right now.
You got double D's on you, buddy. In a
Oh
good way.
yeah. Ah, let's fucking go.
Shane
And
comes home. Hayden, why are you wearing my bras? Good pump today. Had a good
yeah,
pump.
it's just need it from the boobs, honey. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, I got tits now.
Yeah. Been drinking a lot of milk, as we know. Milkman.
Oh, Milkman Hayden. Milkman Hayden.
Oh my God. Yeah, and then I also tried planking. Uh and I haven't planked in so fucking long. I immediately did it for a minute today, and I'm like,
I got a
all
six
right,
pack now.
how are you?
Are you gonna bring
Yeah,
back the trend of planking in random places?
dude, I should just start planking everywhere
Yeah,
and be like, yeah, left side heavy plank. Make
100%.
it a hashtag.
Yeah, for sure. For
But no,
sure.
yeah, it's been good. Obviously, or not obviously, but golfed a lot on the weekend.
Love that.
Made you know how I haven't been putting good?
Yeah.
Dude, I drained 4 putts over 30 feet.
You just had it that day.
Had it. And my irons were like the Surefire Club. I think I hit like 2 solid irons. The rest I chunked. And it's like, what the fuck? And my driver was so fucking on, so consistent. But like the first putt I made, it was like uh, hole 11 where you can like skip the trees, how we did it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we did it. It was my drive. Then Duncan shot back left part of 11 at a front pin. And like Duncan putt first.
Were you guys doing a scramble thing?
Yeah, it was a scramble. Yeah. And then I putt second, and it had eyes the whole way. And like, let's say like this is the cup, right?
Yeah.
The ball was coming in like this, and it like went around and fell in. I'm
Oh,
like,
toilet bowl.
oh, it was fuck, it was so good.
That's
Oh
beautiful.
man, yeah, it was a poetic justice for
Yo,
my
yo,
terrible day of putting.
draining a left to right slider is one of the best feelings in golf.
Honestly,
Like,
draining anything over 10 feet is like, yeah, that's right. I could putt.
yeah, PGA, here I come.
I saved a stroke off my game, and
Yeah,
like it adds up quick. So
yeah.
yeah, no, it's such a satisfying. I think what's more satisfying, putting it right in the heart or having a twirl?
Right in the heart because the twirl scares me. I'm
That's
like,
true.
don't do it. Don't do it.
Do not
You
pop
piece
out,
of shit.
please.
You piece
Because
of shit.
then
Go to
you get
your
to
home.
say, oh, out of her mouth, kids walked in.
Yeah, had it in her mouth and the kids walked in. One of the best lines ever.
Oh my God. How have you been though, man?
Good. Only a few more days left in my sober month. First of 2023. So that's one down, four to go. It's almost like I'm not even doing 4 months. I'm doing more so like 80% like full months, and then the rest are just like add up to 120 days. But
Hmm.
it's going good. Leaving for Idaho this weekend. Gonna go watch. Heading down with B Goff, friend of the show. Evan Yee, also a friend of the show. Austin Cactus hasn't been a friend of the show yet, but I'm sure he'll come on at some point. But yeah, we're going down to Idaho to watch the Steelheads. Our buddy Colton Keller plays for the Idaho Steelheads. Colton Keller, friend of the show. Um, yeah,
Not a big deal.
not a big deal. How are you? Keep the change. Um, yeah, he has a back-to-back on Friday, Saturday, so we're ripping down Friday morning, making the 10-hour drive to Idaho, getting absolutely slammed on the weekend, and then coming home Sunday. Or at least me and Evan are coming home Sunday because we have school and work on the Monday. So yeah, we're gonna get a round of golf and watch our buddy play some hockey. It's gonna be a good time.
Electric.
Yeah. Going no hat this episode. Um, let
Hair's all over the place.
yeah, let the locks flow a little bit. But fuck, do I ever need a haircut? It's bad news bears up in here right now. It's hair's
Oh
getting
yeah.
greasy every 30 seconds, so I need to fix that. But no, yeah, we're thriving. I don't think I have anything else. School's absolutely bending me over and showing me the 50 states, but that's almost done.
As always.
Um, I did commit to that Manitoba practicum, so
Huge.
she's locked and
Huge.
loaded. So I'm making that heist on April 14th or whenever the last day of my semester is. Making the drive down there. I'm driving, so I have a vehicle down there. Get to experience the straight drive of Saskatchewan, and get to go through Calgary, through get to drive through Banff. I'm excited for the drive, but just I've never like made that kind of road trip before, so I'm kind of excited about it.
Oh yeah. No, it's a fun drive from Calgary to Banff, I'll say. I mean, I've done it twice now. Two times in the past 2 years. How are you?
All right.
And the first time was fucking scary, more or less because it was December 21st and
Yeah, not ideal.
and let's just say like driving up there was terrible.
Yep,
Snow, yeah,
heard of it.
that's usual for the top of the mountain. And into Calgary, obviously, or into Banff, I should say, was snowy as well. Hit a patch of black ice, almost died.
Not ideal.
But but you know what? It was fine. I had a ton of cat litter just in case if I got stuck. Had a
Yep.
shovel, lost the shovel,
Fuck.
and
Had it, lost it.
had it, lost it, and then I also had chains for the back of my wheels for my dad's truck. And then the guy told me that they would last from like point to point. They did not.
Huh?
One of them came off and started whipping the side of my dad's truck.
Big song fest from the fucking buddy guy there.
And luckily, ICBC said, "Oh yeah, you know what? We'll just report this as vandalism and not like your son just tore up the fucking side of the truck." Yeah, that was a scary ass image. But yeah, no. So we left here at like 4:30 and got to Calgary at 2 o'clock their time, AM. So
I'm
yeah,
not a math guy, so how long was that drive?
21 hours. 4 of those hours were waiting at the top of the Coke for the shit to open up. But then the second time we went in the summer and it was a great drive.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing standing in your way.
No, I'll let you know one thing though. When you're at Golden,
Yep.
be ready for your right leg to get the workout of its fucking life because you're going down a hill for about 10 fucking minutes. And depending on if there's traffic or not, your leg is gonna feel like kicking a horse is
Oh,
possible.
because you're pressing on that brake pad.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
So
going I'm going mid-April, so I'm hoping I don't run into the same problems you have. I feel like everything should kind of be better
I
around
hope.
then. We all hope. Never pray for a bad time. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I'm excited though. I get to do a bunch of different stuff at the radio station, like audio production, learn about marketing theories there. I'm gonna get some chance on the radio, gonna help write, just shadow some of the guys there. So I'm excited for the opportunity. Dauphin, Manitoba, um, little small town, 3 hours north of Winnipeg. Hopefully, if the Jets are in the playoffs, I can catch a playoff game if it lands on a weekend. I think that would be a really fun time. Quinn Hughes naturally just tied it up with 53 seconds left. Canucks don't know
Sick.
how to get a good draft pick. We are playing to be mid for the next 20 years. Love it.
How do you spell dolphin?
U
D-A. You.
Phin.
That took that is literally the dumbest way to spell dolphin. I put it in originally Doffin. But then let's just make the ah sound AU and the f sound PH. Fuck off.
That's like spelling Jeff Geoffe. It's
Yeah,
like
like shut the fuck up.
what's all this extra letters here? Why do you hate your child to spell it Jeff that way? Like, come on, make it simple.
So if you drove straight from here to Dauphin, 20 hours and 54 minutes.
Yeah.
So now imagine that, but only going about just over a third of the distance. And that's pretty much how long it took me to get to Calgary.
Yeah, that's brutal.
Saskatchewan actually looks like it's just such a fucking
Oh,
calming road from Medicine Hat to Regina. Oh my God.
yeah, my mom said that because like a parent at the daycare said like you have to make sure you have energy and like you're fresh off either a nap or a good night's sleep to drive Saskatchewan because you will legit get so zoned out driving that you might swerve and crash because of how boring the drive is because it's just straight and it's just wheat fields on either side of you. So that's a one I might have to, depending on how I'm feeling, before I enter Saskatchewan, I might have to, take a quick power nap and maybe have a Monster Energy in my cup holder. But
Yeah, that's actually insane. Like your only like big break is from Melville to Yorkton, where you instead of going like at a, I guess if you call this a 175-degree angle, you'd then go to like 120-degree angle.
yeah, like, I was talking to Brett Roselle, friend of the show.
Yeah.
And he's from Winnipeg, and he's made the trip like to Calgary and then Calgary to here. Like he's lived in Winnipeg, Calgary, and here obviously. And he was saying he was like, yeah, you may probably make 3 turns when you're driving through Saskatchewan because it's just one fucking drive. And I'm like, yo, that's bad. Like,
I wonder how long it takes to get through the province then.
I feel like it can't be that long, but I don't know. Quick Google search can answer that
Yeah,
question,
let's
I'm
see.
assuming. How long is the drive through Saskatchewan? I can't I can't say Saskatchewan without saying the grown-up Saskatchewan. It's just impossible for me.
It's yeah, that's basically how you want to do it. Can't do it. Okay, come on. Why isn't this just a simple like there it is. It's only 654 kilometers.
So if I go 600 kilometers, it should take me just
So if I go 600 kilometers an hour, I'm good.
yeah,
So
I should
that
get
means if you go, let's see, 654, let's say you
if I go
do
60 kilometers per hour, it'll take me 10 hours, which
10
I'm gonna
hours.
be going more than 60. So I'm
I'd
probably
say you go 120.
yeah,
It'll still
90 to
take you five and a
120.
half hours.
But driving through a province, that's not
Holy fuck. Yeah, but I see why you actually will get bored and might like just fucking
might sonk myself off to the right.
oh my God, 5.5 hours of wheat. Are you kidding me? Yeah.
Yeah, wheat fields and maybe 2 gas stations and the occasional Tim Hortons.
Yeah, there you go.
The occasional Tim
Holy
Hortons.
fuck.
Well, hey, how about we get into this episode with question of the week?
Let's go.
Um, we will be recording an episode before the Masters, but the Masters came into my head and it was kind of a golf inspired question.
Question.
And this you didn't prepare for this, obviously, because you didn't know it.
Yep.
But I feel like you might get some names that come to your head right away. You kind of walk through it and stuff like that. But question, if you could go
Yeah.
for a round of golf with you and 3 others, and you have your pick at a PGA or live player,
Okay.
slash, a fictional character, and then miscellaneous, whatever you want. So
Ooh.
so PGA live player, a fictional character, and
And then
then
whoever I want.
whoever you want, whether it's an athlete, someone, one of our buddies, like whatever. Who's your foursome?
Ooh, okay. That's a good one. So the PGA slash Live Tour player, um, man, it's either between Tiger or Phil for me because Phil, I try to like take a bunch of his game into mine with good around like the green, even though I completely fucking suck. And I'm not a degenerate like him as gambling. And Tiger, probably the greatest golfer of all time.
Yeah.
Say what you want about titles and shit like that. There's more good golfers now than there was when Jack was playing. No disrespect to Jack. So I think
It's Tiger, dude. Tiger was he's
disregarding
not
how shitty human beings they've been in the past about Tiger and Phil, it's obviously Tiger. Like
oh yeah.
he would be so fun to play with. I see like the little sound bites of like him and even Phil. Like they're both amazingly awesome characters. But Tiger Woods
Yeah. It's
has to be.
and you let's we can go back and forth. Do
Okay.
our and I'm it's not a draft, but I'm gonna try and be different and not just I'm gonna kind
And
of
not choose
add
the same people.
yeah.
Okay.
But it honestly doesn't matter. Uh I kind of itching to do a John Daly. I think that would be an absolute
That
round
would
and a
be
half
fun. Yeah.
having John Daly as your partner.
Yeah, I agree.
Um, and like even like going current, I think Justin Thomas would be a fun round of golf. He's he's just like he seems like he's really um his banter um just like on the course is like really laid back. Or actually, it wouldn't be him. I'm
No?
To keep it current, I think I'm going with Max Homa. I am Max Homo is his personality is unbelievable. Um, but I think for the jokes, the stories, and everything like that, I think my final answer is John Daly. I think it'd be such a cool round of golf with John Daly.
Yes, I agree. I agree.
Fictional character for you. Who are you going with? Who you going with?
Uh just because he's such a staple to one of my favorite fictional characters of Happy Gilmore. I'm gonna go with Happy Gilmore's coach, Chubbs Peterson. I
Yeah,
really wonder what that guy was like before someone bit off his hand.
yeah, great pick.
Uh, Chubbs Peterson, obviously. Um, Fuck, what's his name now? What's his Carl Weathers. Carl Weathers,
That
absolutely great actor.
yeah.
Yeah. He's a part of like one really famous meme that Shaden and I never knew. You know, like the big muscly arms like dapping each other
Oh
up.
yeah.
Yeah, that's Arnold Schwarzenegger and Carl Weathers
No way.
in the first Predator movie. Yeah.
That's unbelievable.
We were watching it like months ago and we saw that happen and it's literally just a still shot of their hands dapping up and we both look meme.
That's like the Leo meme.
Literally.
Wait. Pause. No, that's a good pick. That's a good pick, Chubbs.
Yeah. So Chubbs, also the Canucks just lost.
Yeah, yeah, they lost a bit ago. They're playing the highlights right now.
Oh, okay.
Um, for me, it's a tough question. Like, there's so many that I was kind of like thinking about, and I was like, which route do I want to go? Like, I don't know if this guy would even be good at golf, but like, I think playing golf with Deadpool or something, or like, would be hilarious because the laughs would be unbelievable. Definitely thought of Happy. Um, but I think like Shooter McGavin would be good too. Shooter. Um,
Shoot.
yeah. Fuck. What do I want to go with?
There's a lot of good fictional characters to go with.
Excuse me. Um, hmm. Yeah, I'll go. Oh, Shooter McGavin.
Nice. You know who you also could have gone with?
Who's that?
the same guy from Happy Gilmore. Um, the guy that Happy Gilmore like first golf with, and he's like trying to teach him lessons and shit like that.
Bob Barker.
No,
Oh,
no, no,
that's during
not
the
Bob
pro am.
Barker.
That's during the
Yeah,
pro
that's
am.
the pro am. Fuck, but it's like fuck. I just know he's like one really fucking funny line to him, and uh, then Adam Sandler like looks at him. He's like, "Oh yeah, okay," and then throws his gloves. But yeah, you know what? That's good.
Yeah, Shooter McGavin. That's who I'm going with. Who's your miscellaneous?
My miscellaneous. Man, this is hard because it can obviously literally be anyone.
Yeah,
Um, I think just for the hell of it, with anyone, probably Bugs Bunny.
Bugs
Uh,
Bunny.
yeah, who knows what that guy can do? You know, he can pull a club out of his ass, and he has the tremendous luck. So I feel like some of it must rub off on me, and then maybe I get a hole in one.
Yeah,
So I have to imagine Bugs has probably played golf before. I mean, what hasn't he done? You know,
seriously.
he's like he's raced a turtle, um, competed in the Olympics. So I'm presuming golf is easy for this fictional rabbit.
Yeah, guy's elite.
Elite athlete, elite jokester, and shoots people. But it's fine because they don't die.
Yeah, yeah, that's fine. Um, my miscellaneous person is Bobby Fairways from Bob Does Sports. The YouTube channel. He is pure entertainment and he's hilarious on the course. And I just think the banter, the way he carries the way it'd be a pause moment. What I was just about to say, I was like, the way he carries a foursome is crazy. Uh,
Yo, he's the backbone of the foursomes.
yeah, he's the
He breaks the
foundation.
backs of the foursomes too.
Yeah, yeah. No, but if anyone who's a Bob Does Sports watcher, you will completely understand what I'm saying. He is so funny, and just like the way he talks and his banters, it's off the charts. So, um, I think Bob Does Sports, Bobby Fairways from Bob Does Sports is what I'm going with. That's my pick. Might be a
Fair enough.
bad pick out of anyone in the world, but I'm just talking about like in terms of what the situation is.
Hmm.
Bob Does Sports, or maybe you can go the great one like Wayne Gretzky or something like that, and like chat his ear off as well. Like go like professional athlete that way. You could go Drew Brees or something. But
Yeah.
but I think I've already locked it in. I think Bob Does Sports I'd have a really good time with.
So I'm looking at Bugs Bunny highlights for golf here. Uh, guy's just a major cheater.
Patrick
Uh,
Reed.
dude, he. This is his first clip, all right. Not only is his wind up so slow, but he's a stiffler on the tee box. But he was literally tapping his foot, and Bugs like turned and gave him the death stare. But his backswing consisted of multiple flips and then absolutely rocketing this ball. Ball's doing swirls in the air. Looks like it's about to like land short of the green, and he just goes and runs over and digs the biggest hole with a shovel and plants the flag in there. And he marked it on as a hole in one. So not looking good for me, actually.
No.
Yeah,
You're gonna
and
have
then
to keep a close eye on him.
100%. And then the next clip, he nails down his duo's ball to the tee. So fucking hell.
It's
But
just scumbag.
the guy is a ginger, so I'm not surprised. So
No, yeah, no. No, that was a fucking idiot. But yeah, I got John Daly, Shooter McGavin, and Bobby Fairways from Bob Does Sports. So I like my squad. It's a very interesting squad. That's a fact, but I like my team. I think it's
Yeah,
cool.
no, team's not the worst. His okay, Bugs' short game is absolutely terrible. It just took him like 20 shots to get in from the bunker. So so you know what? I like my foursome. Tiger Woods, Chubbs Peterson, and Bugs Bunny.
That's a great squad. You got a lot of character there with your team.
All funny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got a lot of character with that.
Yeah.
I respect your squad for sure.
A lot of diversity too.
Yeah, that might be the word I was looking for. Dedicate. But no, yeah, that's a good squad. All right, let's get into some hockey news here. We're gonna start with the Canucks. They go, including tonight's loss. We're recording Tuesday to St. Louis. They go 3-2 on the week. The 4-3 loss to Vegas, 7-2 win over the Sharks, 3-1 win over the Stars, and a 4-2 win over the Hawks. They lost 6-5 to St. Louis in overtime. But just going through the things here, JT Miller had himself a really good week. There's still rumors that the Canucks still might want to trade him in the offseason. This team has yet to give us answers on what direction they're going. I couldn't be more confused on what the fuck we're doing. Hayden, what are your thoughts on the rumors that we still might be moving JT Miller?
It's a never-ending book.
Yeah, it's like the Aaron
You
Rodgers equivalent almost,
Yeah,
except
like
JT Miller
what
isn't
the fuck's
as weird.
happening? Yeah, nothing's happening. Obviously, we're not gonna get a name until summertime.
Yeah,
So like McNaughty too hottie always says, nothing's gonna happen until
just need
the owners
ownership.
change.
Yeah, no, that's a
And
fact.
we're never gonna get a firm answer. So yeah, fuck me, I guess, right?
Yeah, for sure. Di Giuseppe scores. He also scored in the win over Chicago and San Jose. 3 goals in his last 4 games, not including tonight. Um, that's like I know like we're not like a winning team, but like if you want to succeed in the NHL and like have a good winning culture and stuff, you need those players on cheap deals who are able to put the puck in the net on a decent like in spurts, kind of like what Di Giuseppe's doing. Like he's coming into his own over the last few seasons, and it's really good to see him like kind of climb through the A and like take advantage of his minutes that he's getting in the NHL. So good to see him put home a few points.
Absolutely.
Um Kuzmenko with 2 goals tonight. That puts him at 37.
Huge.
What the fuck? Free agent signing. Guys just he's caught fire with the Canucks, and it looks like that $5.5 million that we signed him to isn't too shabby. Um
Not at all.
yeah, no, Kuzmenko. And have you seen his lineup reads before the games? The
No, I
videos of
haven't.
that? Oh, dude, you got to go on Twitter right now and just search up Kuzmenko lineup read.
Okay.
When you talk about bringing the energy, holy shit, folks, is this guy ever ready to play each and every game? It is hilarious. It's it's his broken English and his pronunciation of the names. That's just absolutely electric. And when you have it up, Hayed, put it on full volume and play it into the microphone.
That was just words. It sounded like he said 25, but 35 Demko.
It also sounds like he said Stamkos. Like
Yeah, it
he's
does sound like he
yeah.
said. I'm like, there's no Stamkos.
Yeah, 25 Stamkos. It's like, is he on the does he know our names?
I mean, I know we're kind of the same colors of
Yeah,
Tampa, but come on.
yeah. No, but Kuzmenko is he's always like bringing that attitude every game, and I think that's really good for morale around the room. But yeah, Kuzmenko 37, he's just having a really good year. Um, Pedersen 2 goals, 93 points on the year. I believe he had a couple of points tonight as well. That's 95. like around there. It's so good to see him break out this year finally and like have his big year. Um, a lot of people are saying like NHL stop posting Pettersson so that he can stay underrated. Um, yeah, but it's really good to see Pettersson have his breakout year.
No, absolutely. It's a sight to see. Obviously, like we said before, him and Kuz just fucking on the same line together. Like that's the core right there. And then put Quinter at the back. Boom.
Yeah, it's becoming a cheat code almost to have those guys on, and like you
Absolutely.
said, Quinn Hughes as well. Like he's having a career year as well. He has 70 assists,
Mm-hmm.
which is insane.
Absolutely.
He has like 80 points, I believe. At least close to that. Like he's having a really, really fucking good year. Um, and his defense is also stepping up as well. Like he's becoming a lot more better defensively. So like Patterson, Hughes, Kuzmenko, like seeing them take that step and jump and like having success this year, it's good to see out of the young guys.
Absolutely. He's
Uh,
he's just like such a mismatch nightmare for offensive players in the offensive zone
yeah,
because they don't know how to play defense and he knows how to play offense and it's absolutely just amazing. Every time he goes to the left, does a nice little spin, puts him in the fucking blender, and then he has the whole ice to work with.
yeah, his
And
skating is next level, dude.
absolutely, he turns on a dime and he's so elusive because of his height and it's unstoppable and he's such a facilitator on the power play. It's amazing to see.
Yeah, he's not like he can turn on the jets when he wants to skate like fast, but it's not even his speed that like dominates people. It's his agility and the way he can just his edge work is unbelievable and like his skating is just so pretty to watch.
Oh, it's magnificent.
So pretty to watch. So very happy to see the young guys take that next step. Um News regards to um the Canucks organization. Color commentator John Garret announces he will be retiring at the end of the season from doing the regional broadcasts. As much as he is a homer, I feel like a lot of color commentators are in the league. But the way John Garrett has put Vancouver on his back along with Shorty, um, it's going to be really weird to see John Garrett not do the Canucks games anymore or as much if he does them at all. But um, the color commentator since 2002, been doing this for 21 years. Guy's an absolute beast, and it's going to be really sad to see him call his last game for Vancouver coming up in just a few weeks.
Yeah, I'll admit I'm not the biggest John Garrett fan. So hearing this news, it doesn't really do anything for me. I don't like the super homer color commentators, and I feel like that's not really a hot take, so to say. But I mean, it's like at least give the other people some flowers, and don't just shit on the other team the whole time. Like it'll be a great play, and they'd be like, "Oh yeah, the whatever should have had him," and it really wasn't that good of a shot. And it's like, okay, like I'm not even specifically calling out Garrett here. I'm calling out like every color commentator, which you're obviously going to see all the time. So it is sad. Obviously, now there's going to be a new face in there with Shorty, and I do feel bad that they're not going out on the same time. And there is rumor that the Aquilinis are apparently behind him leaving. So I'd like to hear more on that because if that's the case, then it just gives me another reason to hate the Aquilinis. But for the most for the most part, it will be sad. I know a lot of people like John Garrett. Him and Shorthouse have an amazing connection. They just bounce off one another. But I mean, it was going to happen. It's inevitable.
Yeah.
And now it just kind of puts into perspective, like, oh my God, like, is Shorthouse gonna do this until he like passes? Like everyone's gonna want to see that, but he's probably gonna want to be like, yeah, you know what? I probably want to live the rest 20 years of my life.
Yeah, no,
So
100%.
yeah, it's sad, but to brighter and better days for John Garrett, uh, Canucks legend,
Yeah,
on and off the ice.
100%. And like without Garrett, there's no John and John, and I just think like their chemistry was top notch, and I think like as a pair, I think they were severely underrated amongst the league in terms of commentating a game. And I severely think that they were top three in the league, if not even regarded as the best in the league. I think they really brought it every single game, and it's gonna suck to not see John Garrett beside John Shorthouse when they're calling the game. But yeah, like you said, all the best to Garrett going forward, and wish him the happiest of times in retirement. But yeah, shout out Garrett, and he's an absolute beauty. He's a beauty. Um, all right, other news amongst the NHL. Um, I think this might have happened before last episode, but I forgot to write it down. Colorado Avalanche coach Jared Bednar signs a 3-year extension through 2026-2027. Record of 281, 191, and 52 since taking over for Patrick Watt in 2016. And that first season was an absolute tire fire because he came in during training camp, and I think they won like 20 games that year. Like it was fucking brutal. Um, but ever since then, he's been taking this team to new heights, and he's been a really good coach. And yes, it's not hard coaching McKinnon, Rantanen, and Makar, but it's also like when you don't have them and they're still doing good, that says a lot about what Bednar is. So, um, I think this is a really, really smart decision by Sakic and the Avalanche, and I think is genuinely a no-brainer. And if they went any other route, then they're fucking idiots.
Absolutely. It was it wasn't surprising that they extended him. I thought it almost honestly would have been longer because their window is always going to be open with McKinnon, even like Landeskog for how old he is, and Makar. Like you got all those, and then even having just sustainable play with Gorgiev and net, then like their window is open for as long as Gorgiev's around.
Yeah, like with Makar, McKinnon, and Rantanen, it's gonna be like Pittsburgh and Washington, where it's like as long as these guys are still on the team, they're gonna do anything they
Yeah.
can to keep the window open. And I think when healthy, Colorado is always going to be in the top three in terms of power rankings going into playoffs, or they're one of, if not the toughest team to beat when healthy. And
Oh,
I
absolutely.
think that really helps with Bednar's coaching and just like the way he manages the lines and does matchups and everything like
Yep.
that. And I think he plays a big part in that team. And people really look to like, oh, fucking like anyone can coach that team. Maybe, but like I honestly don't think that anyone can just coach a team. Like people give John Cooper his flowers, and Tampa Bay's been a wagon for who knows how long. But yeah, I think Bednar's been a staple of that team's success, and I think it was a no fucking brainer extending him, and I'm
Oh
really
yeah.
happy for both sides.
Oh, absolutely. Now that we're talking about it and thinking about like the trio stack, why am I forgetting the Washington's staple defender, 72?
Carlson, John
No,
Car
not Carl. Was it Carlson?
John Carlson's 74.
No, it was 70. Almost for sure it was 72 because you'd always see Ovechkin, Backstrom. God damn it, now I have to look it up.
Well, there's Mike Green, who is 52.
No. Let me see. You keep talking here.
Now I feel like an idiot. What are you talking about?
Uh,
Kuznetsov,
no,
92?
no.
Who was 72?
Fuck. Maybe it is John Carlson. God damn it. Oh, and it's only gonna give me for this year. Now I have to look for all years. Oh, this is gonna piss me off. Ah. Let's see. Top five defensemen in Washington history.
Yeah, try that. Maybe you'll get your answer.
Yeah, probably. Because I always remember him being like, okay, this just did nothing for me. Yeah, maybe this isn't L.
I genuinely think you're thinking of either Mike Green, who's 52, or John Carlson, who's 74.
No, I could, but I don't think so. I know it wasn't for sure. I know for sure it wasn't Sergei Gonchar.
Gonchar.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? Let's just pretend like this whole conversation never happened. Can we do that?
No. We're keeping it in.
Oh, God damn it.
Yeah, yeah, we're keeping it in for sure. Connor McDavid hit 60 goals with 2 goals versus Arizona. 22nd NHL player in history to do so. Haydn, with 7 games remaining, I believe, after this game versus Vegas. Do you think he can hit 70?
God, I hope so. That'd be fucking sick.
Would that not be the craziest fucking thing ever? And how many points is he at right now? Like 142 or something?
140, yeah, 142, something like
60
that.
goals, 82 assists, like you said before we
Yeah,
started recording. Like 142 points. That is bonkers. Like
absolutely.
he will hit 150 points, surely. Surely.
Uh, I'd have to imagine so. He's playing like 2 game per pace or 2 point per game pace. So you'd have to imagine he does hit it.
Like, and you gotta think, like, there's gonna be a game where he gets like 5 points because of how cracked he is. Uh,
Absolutely.
Oilers schedule. Let's see what their upcoming games. And let's
They
see if
play the
it's
Kings.
Kings, Ducks, Sharks. Oh my, he is fucking hitting 150. Are you kidding me? He plays two of the worst teams in the league twice.
Yeah, but you know what? He actually hasn't been the best with worse teams. Like playing
Okay,
Arizona last night, he only got an assist.
okay, well then he plays Colorado and LA twice, and those are two good teams. So
Yeah, they're pretty ass.
surely he is. I would love to see him hit 70 and 150. I think that would be absolutely unbelievable. Has he
I would love
scored?
it.
Has he scored tonight?
No, he hasn't.
Just
And
an assist?
I don't even think he has two. I don't even think he has a hat trick this year. That's the craziest part. I don't think McDavid has a hat trick this year.
No, I think he has one.
I don't think so. Also, I think the person I was thinking of was Tom Potty.
Well, that's definitely not part of the trio that
No, it wasn't. So you know what? It probably was John Carlson.
it had to be John Carlson. Had to
Had to
be,
be.
but
Yeah, it was either Carlson or Green.
yeah, and Green's fifth was 52 and Carlson's 74.
Yeah,
So that like is
just
a mix.
mixing them both up there.
Yeah. So um a week later, um Draisaitl scores his 300th career goal on just yesterday against Arizona. Um, Shadow Draisaitl. He has been one of the more prolific goal scorers over the past few years. So good for him to hit 300. Uh, have you seen his passing highlights on like Instagram, TikTok, or whatever?
Draisaitl?
Yeah,
Uh, are you kidding me? I watched like pretty much all their games.
dude, his passing. I knew how good he was, but see, this fucking guy's vision is fucked.
Yeah, no, he can almost visualize where he wants to put the puck on like his teammate's stick, and it'll happen.
And
Uh,
yeah, anything he wants to happen,
he'll do it.
he'll make it happen.
He
That's
has
insane.
2 hat tricks this year. One against Vancouver, as of course is tradition,
Wasn't that the
and
opening?
Chicago.
That was
That
opening night.
was, yeah, yeah, it was.
Maybe that's why I remember him having one because it was
Yeah,
against
so
us.
vividly, it was against us.
Yeah, fuck.
Yeah, and then literally like 6 games later, he has one against Chicago. Yeah,
So we got him early on.
yeah, he did, but he's been kind of slowing down lately.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, he only has like 140 points for me, only like 1,100 points fantasy wise. Dude's been kind of ass lately.
yeah. No, he's only gotten 5 points in the last 7 games. What the fuck?
Yeah, man, like your top one pick, like why don't you have 10 points in 5 games, okay?
Yeah, seriously. Do you think it'll be a standard thing in fantasy to go to split McDavid's goals and assists up?
What do you mean?
Like with the first overall pick, I'm drafting
Oh,
McDavid and his assists.
fuck that. No, if you get first overall pick, you know where you're going right away. And even me this year, I don't have the best team. And obviously that just requires, drafting the right people at the right places. But
Yeah.
I mean, if you can get depth, I feel like depth is a lot better than getting the top pick because you don't always see the person with number one overall always winning. Luckily, McDavid hasn't had any injuries, but I mean, you look at
You win the drafts sixth round onwards. That's where you win your drafts.
100%. You win the rounds when you're Duncan and you draft fucking Zach Hyman and he has an amazing year, or you take Ryan Nugent Hopkins in the second round and he's 100-point player this year almost. Like
Yeah.
just because you have the best player or the second best or the third best player, chances are you're not going to be able to sustain, all that because if they get injured, you're fucked.
Yeah.
Because
No,
your
for sure.
turnaround is so long, and in that period or that stretch, so many great players go.
Yeah.
Like I'd rather have 2 players who score 90 points than 1 or 2 players that score uh like 70. Oh, Darnell Nurse just somehow fucking scored. And like each.
Yeah.
Or like one completely outweighs the other, like
Yeah.
110 to 20. It's like, well, fuck me.
Yeah. Um, Speaking of John Carlson and figuring that whole debacle out, he returned versus the Chicago Blackhawks just a few games ago from a skull fracture and laceration of a temporary artery or
Ow.
a temporal artery. Yeah, big ouchie on that one. Requires more than just a band-aid and a kiss on it heal that bad boy up. But he returns in fashion with a goal and an assist. Then recording an assist a game later. So good to see John Carlson back in the lineup for Washington. Skull fracture. Definitely not a stub toe or a pulled hammy. Um, yeah, doesn't can't imagine that feels good. Uh, David Pastrnak, setting career highs along with Boston Bruins' unbelievable season. Scores 50 and 51. He has a career high in goals and points. He has 97 points and counting. He also has scored tonight. Um, so that is another one. He's at 52, I suppose.
Mm.
And like 98 points. So David Pastrnak is just he's
He got paid this year, right?
yeah, he signed an extension. I believe he's going to be making $11.5 million over the next 8 years. Is that good? I don't know. Um, yeah, so
Only
shout out
$11 million
Pasternak.
in 8 years. What a
That's
steal.
it.
What a steal.
That was like when TSN sent out a notification like Travis Kelce signs a $52 extension with the Kansas City Chiefs. It's like I'm assuming you mean 52 million, but $52, man, that guy got paid.
Absolutely, dude. That's like fucking what, 10 McDonald's meals? Woo! Let's go.
Maybe 9. Their prices have gone up a little bit.
Yeah, that's true. He got it on the good value meal,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Yeah.
100%. Yeah. Yeah, no, shout out Pasta. Sticking with the Bruins, Greer, I forget his first name, power forward on the Bruins, suspended 1 game for cross-checking Mike Hoffman in the face. Uh, what are your thoughts on that play? Um, if you happen to watch it, it
Yeah,
was
it was going around surfacing the media. Obviously, it's like you don't see someone get cross-checked in the face every day. I didn't watch the whole build up to it, but all I can say is getting hit in the face sucks. Now, getting hit in the face with a hockey stick probably sucks even more.
and an intentional cross-check.
Very intentional cross check. So like just imagine that like right on your upper lip. Yeah, it's busting open. Of course it is.
It was like the lower lip right here.
I'm just saying the upper lip in general. Like if
Oh yeah.
someone did that, your lips probably dangling off.
Oh yeah.
So like anywhere on the face, yeah, that's an ouch.
Yeah, it did not look like it tickled. I think 1 game was questionable. I think it could have been 2
Yeah, it
more than
very
that.
easily could have been two.
It could have been more than 1 game for sure, but that was a vicious cross check. I don't think it was needed at all. Just so brutal. The force of a cross check to your fucking mouth. He was spitting out chiclets for sure. He went to social media expressing his disappointment to player safety and all that.
Uh-huh.
And he says, I accidentally cross-checked someone in the head, and I get 2 games. This guy intentionally cross-checks me in the mouth and gets 1. He very disappointed in the ruling. I think 2 games was fair for him, but I think 1 game wasn't quite enough. That was a pretty fucked up play that he did. I don't think it
Yeah,
was necessary.
absolutely. An intentional like intentional beatdown almost. And it's like how do you only get one game?
Yeah. Yeah, it
I
was
don't
just
know.
so out of pocket. Columbus Blue Jackets, Kent Johnson scores not another Michigan goal. It's another Michigan goal as a total tally throughout the NHL, but he scores a beautiful Michigan goal, dangling and then going behind the net and scoring a Michigan. It's almost like what are goalies supposed to do nowadays?
Yeah, and it was absolutely insane because it's not like he even went around the whole net. He just put his stick up
Yeah.
and got it like basically from the back. So it's like as a goalie going post to post, and then either if you're going blocker or glove side, generally they probably go blocker side because you can't catch it. Uh, yeah, I can only imagine how fucking difficult that must be.
It's insane, dude. These fucking what are they feeding these kids nowadays? It's like
It's
the
the
skill.
unconventional ways that goalies never prepare for that
Yeah.
players only do on their like young goalies coming up from the A or like the dub, right? And it's like, what are we doing?
Yeah. There's this TikTok account and he's a goalie coach and he always stitches these insane highlight reels from whether it's like Instagram accounts who like do insane dangles or he stitches the Michigan goals and stuff like that and he's like, what the fuck am I supposed to teach these kids?
Yeah. Because if like you
If
go
they're
out
over
of
here doing this.
position, yeah, if you go out of position and he fakes you, well, then it's just another goal.
Yeah.
But it's like the unconventional way of scoring an unconventional goal. It's just fuck off, man.
Yeah, like these guys are doing backflips and moonwalks and Michigan lacrosse goals to score, and it's like, it used to just be like post to post butterfly and like hopefully it hits you in the chest, and now it's like you have to like now you have to be mirroring them in order to make a save, and it just seems impossible for goalies nowadays. It's very
Could you
tough.
imagine like when the next goalie plays and tries to do something unconventional and he literally turns around in net and like you said mirrors him but literally faces him? It's like, what are you gonna do now, bitch?
Yeah.
Fuck you, Secrets.
No kidding. How does Calgary finish the season?
Terribly.
And how does Pittsburgh finish it? I'll start with Calgary. We start with Calgary. They're probably one of the more underwhelming teams
Underwhelming.
this year. Like,
Jinx. You owe me a soda.
damn it. Am I not allowed to speak until I get you a soda? Is that
Uh,
the rules?
yeah,
Yeah.
Uber eats me one and we'll be fine.
Yeah, okay. Uh, I'll skip the dishes. A
A three
soda.
dollar drink for $20.
Yeah, I did that for Georgia one time. She was like, she got her tonsils removed, right? And I was out playing slow pitch, and she was like, I really want a milkshake. So I was like, you know what? I'll do something nice for you. You stay there. I'll skip the dishes. You a strawberry milkshake. She's like, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. You don't have to do that. And I was like, I'm a nice guy. I'm a legend. Don't worry about it. I tracked this skip the dishes order from like the McDonald's by our house by a
Yeah.
Costco. Buddy's coming from Langley to pick up a milkshake.
Oh my fucking
And
god, man.
I'm like, did this guy accept this? Why would
Dude,
he try?
why would you ever accept that order? It's like a $3 order and you're coming all the way from
Yeah,
Langley.
yeah. And I was like,
Brother.
I was, I told her, I was like, yeah, it might be like a 45-minute delivery. He's coming from Langley. She's like, what? I'm like, yeah, I don't know when you're gonna get this, to be honest. So just hang tight. It'll be there
The
within a
Langley
couple
might be
hours.
a the Langley might the Langley. The milkshake might be a fucking like actual drink at that point, but
Yeah,
yeah, it's coming to you, babe. Don't worry.
yeah. So it was funny. So. Yeah, if I
Jesus.
skip the dishes you want, someone might come from Richmond to drop it off to your house. So
Oh my
it'll be
god.
there in T minus 5 hours.
Traffic. Rush
Yeah,
hour.
yeah, no kidding. But yeah, Calgary just Huberto hasn't been playing up to their standards. Kadri's been playing well, but Markstrom's been very inconsistent. Uyghur has
Ass.
like he'll have a shutout versus like very solid team like Dallas or something, and then he'll let in five against San Jose, and it's like, dude,
I think he's let in a goal on his first shot like 6 games this year.
that's
His
insane, dude.
first shot. Like some of them, okay, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. Passing play, you're fucked, 2-on-1, whatever. But I've seen some of the goals. I've had Markstrom on my team this year, and he's let in some fucking brutal goals.
Yeah, it's not good.
No, it's not good at all. And you're getting paid a fucking bag and a dime to stop these shots going 5-hole. The only one that I ever expect to score 5-hole is from McDaddy because he literally looks top cheese and he's like, hey, how are you? Passes it right through your legs.
Yeah, McDavid's release is also very like underrated. That like he's quick, he gets the puck off quick enough to go 5-hole, and there are a lot of players like that. But when you have power forward Ryan Reeves type players putting in muffins past you, dude, figure it out.
Yeah,
This team
absolutely.
is relying on you to make a save, and you're just not coming up when you need to.
Yeah, no, it's fucking stupid. And I think they've lost now, what is it, like 31 goal games?
Yeah, it's like,
So you tell me exactly where your problems are and your issues. Yeah, it might be your whole team can't finish.
yeah, like I just think Calgary has a lot of. If it wasn't for like the weak Pacific and weak West overall, then I think they're not even. Obviously, they're not even sniffing playoffs, and I think they sell big time. But they have so much talent on that team, and Lindholm, Kadri, Hubert. Like they have so many pieces that just aren't jiving right now.
So much depth.
And it's just like fuck, and like they can't buy a save right now, and it's so tough for Cowher to get anything going. Like Rasmus Anderson's having a really good year. Like we said, Kadri's had
Mangiapane is turning it up lately.
yeah, but like even he's been disappointing ever since that
Very.
35 goal season. Like just almost every single part of Calgary has been brutal. And just they had a lot of people had him winning the division this year and last year, and it's just been
And I mean, you can see why.
yeah,
They have
100%.
players at every level. It's just no one's performing.
Yeah. It's
I
and
think the first ever lose trade is what we talked about, but not even lately because Kachuk has been
I mean,
amazing.
like
But like,
the only loss that Florida takes on that is that their team is underperforming. But Kachuk, if it isn't for fucking McDiesel performing the way he's performing, I think Kachuk is neck and neck to win the Hart this year. This guy has been putting Florida on his fucking back
Oh
and
yeah.
carrying that team.
Yep.
So like
Him and
as a
Verhage.
whole, and seeing the way Kachuk's playing, and he's playing way above his value right now and what he was paid. He was paid like 9.5 or something in the sign and trade. He's playing
Mm-hmm.
like a $12 million player right now with the way how valuable he is to Florida. And like Barkov, he's had a very up and down season with injuries and just production as a whole. I
Yep.
think Verhage's goal per dollar or something um is like third. He's like I think like 300,000 um dollars a goal or something like that. It's like maybe no, it's I can't remember what the stat or whatever, but like, nonetheless, like Verhage's playing like an absolute fucking beauty right now. And Matthew Tkachuk's just helping that team, and like they're just like within the wild card race, and with Pittsburgh's fat loss, like I'm sure it helps Florida's case, but
Mm-hmm.
no, yeah, like the only loss I think from Florida's standpoint is that like their drop off has been insane, and
Absolutely.
they don't have that depth that they had with Huberto and Uyghur.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, in terms of the trade itself, right now it just looks like Florida is walking away happy
Yeah,
with that.
I agree.
Another team that needs to figure its shit out is Pittsburgh. Yo, their goaltending has been next
Ass
level bad.
again.
Next level
Yes.
bad.
Yes, it has. Like to say that you've been worse than Jacob Markstrom this year, I think is understatement of the century. Jari and DeSmith have both had easily the worst. Okay, no, I was going to say that Montreal's goalies are pretty terrible, but for a team with expectation, their duo has been horrific.
Yeah, it's been bad. They can't buy any consistency. It's terrible.
It's like, damn, we put up 4 goals and we lost. Malkin, Letang, and Crosby are all playing like very decent,
Very solid.
but the fact that their goaltending, I don't know, man. Like some of these teams who should trade for goalies, who you know what, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. Jari's been good, and it's like he's falling off a cliff, but it's
Ours been
like
so inconsistent this year. It's
yeah,
dumb.
this year has just been easily his most inconsistent year that I've ever known.
Yeah,
But it's like it's kind of crazy how Pittsburgh had Marc-Andre Fleury
Matt Murray.
and Matt Murray, and respectively, they're both putting up wins.
Yeah,
and, and Pittsburgh's just nowhere to be found. Left in
yeah.
the dust.
Like Tristan Jari, I think over a 4 game stretch, he had a 5 goals against average, 880 save percentage, and got pulled in.
3 games?
No, I think it was 4 out of his last 7 starts.
Yeesh.
And it was like, oh my gosh. And then unfortunately, he gets hurt again. Dude can't stay off the IR, like I said. And
Yep.
our things that we feel never end is Jari's IR status.
Draisaitl. We're talking about his passing. Holy fuck.
Nice assist.
Oh my god. To Kane. So I mean, like, it doesn't really help you because you're versing Donald.
Oh yeah.
He has Evander Kane. But that was Draisaitl skates up the ice, passes, gets a pass back, somehow between two sticks, right? Oh my god. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't even know what the fuck I was talking about, but
We're talking about just Pittsburgh inconsistencies at goalie because of
yeah,
Tyson fucking Tristan Jari being on the
yeah.
IR.
And then like Casey DeSmith hasn't been anything special either, in a 6 spot tonight against Detroit, and it's just if Pittsburgh wants to keep this playoff streak alive and make the playoffs again this year, they're going to need to figure it out in net. And like they're right now an easy first round exit if they make the fucking playoffs this year with the way their goaltending is, and they're gonna have to play one of Carolina, New York, or Boston. Like no shot in hell they even fucking win 2 games in the playoffs with the way
No,
their goaltending's been lately. It's insane.
no, not at all.
Um, yeah, all right. Enough about absolutely slamming on Pittsburgh. But I do hope they make the playoffs because I want to see Crosby, Malkin, and Letang make one last run at it. Um, the Leafs, Rangers both clinch playoff spots after Florida and Buffalo lost. Um, yeah, the thing that was like kind of fucking expected, whatever. Now they're just kind of playing for seeding and where they're gonna sit in the playoffs kind of thing, home ice, whatever. Matthew Boldy. Holy fuck, is this guy is hog ever bigger than ever right now. Uh,
Literally.
second hat trick in 5 games. He has 9 goals in his last 5. Dude has a rope on him
Wagon.
now.
Here's a rope and a wagon.
Yeah. His rope is carrying his wagon right now. It's
Oh, absolutely. Minnesota could not be more like happy with the performance of
yeah.
Boldy.
Minnesota sleeper pick.
Minnesota.
Sleeper pick in the West.
It just depends if Flurry can, be vintage Flurry,
I mean, but even so, like Gustafson is holding his end of the bargain up right now. He is like
Yeah,
he
yeah,
has
he
the best
definitely
save he
is.
has the best save percentage in the league. Minimum 25 starts or something like that. Like
Which is kind of crazy to think
it
about.
it is. I mean, like fucking shout out to him though. Like it's either goals against average or save percentage or even fucking both. Like he ranks in top of the league in one of those. And Marc-Andre Fleury is turning the clock back as of late.
Yep.
Kaprizov should hopefully be recovered by the time playoff starts. I'm pretty sure he was out for 3 to 4 weeks with a lower body injury. So like now that's been a week or so. Like I think he should be back by the time playoff starts. And
Hmm.
Minnesota's just kind of fucked right now. And like Ryan Hartman's playing good now. Zuccarello's always been solid. Matthew Boldy is like we just said. He just keeps putting the puck in the back of the net. Like they're just playing great hockey at the right time.
Yep, they are.
Yeah. And in such a wide open West, why can't they win the West?
Yeah, no, especially since like there's no strong team that just outperforms every other team. Like I used to think, or not used to, but like a couple games ago, it was just okay, who's gonna beat Vegas? But
Yeah.
then now watching tonight's game, Vegas is so vulnerable against an offensive powered team. So it's just like there's no read on exactly what the West is and what it defines. So you have to probably go with uh McDavid, another assist. You got to go with the team that is the hottest goalie, I feel like, in the West.
Yeah.
And that right now is clearly Minnesota. Like they have a pair where they can start a different goalie each game and it'll look like nothing has changed.
Yeah. Like either one you're confident putting
Absolutely.
in.
Absolutely. And then you get Kirill
Kaprizov.
Kaprizov. Fucking hell, man.
Say that
These
10 times fast.
European names, man.
Yeah.
You get Kaprizov back and it's like why can't Minnesota win? Also, just want to say this. We were talking about Edmonton's power play. 3 for 3 tonight.
Not bad. Yeah. Pretty decent.
Oh my god. Against fucking Vegas, man.
Yeah. No,
And Jonathan Quick has been like really decent. And then this game he's letting it a 6-piece.
yeah. It's
Oh,
who scored off the McDavid assist?
Hyman.
Hyman, naturally.
Again, like it just you put Hyman on the power play and he's like you'd rather have Bouchard almost on the power play than Hyman. But it's like Hyman's been no slouch this year.
Yeah.
I just man, playoffs are gonna be fucking awesome this year.
Oh, I know. I know because like the West doesn't have any wagon like the East does. Maybe Colorado or Edmonton are up there, but even Edmonton, there's some severe vulnerabilities in net.
In that,
And
yeah.
but like Colorado, I feel like is the clear cut like this team is above everyone else. But they've had questionable health, like health issues. And if they can be healthy, then I think everyone's pick is Colorado to come out of the West. But I
Hmm.
mean, like, I feel like teams like Dallas, Winnipeg, Minnesota, Vegas, like, I think it goes Colorado, then Edmonton right below, and then every other team in the West playoffs are
Yeah.
pretty similar, which is going to make the playoffs so exciting to watch because every series is going to be a pick 'em.
The 3 seed versus like the 6 seed is going to be. I generally don't know who will win.
Yeah,
Like
like
I don't know. I mean, unless you can consider Vegas, Colorado, Edmonton, like yeah, top three. So four versus anyone else, you're just generally going to be not even surprised. You're like,
yeah,
yeah, even 10 could beat four.
yeah, it's going to be really exciting to see. Even down to the wire, like the wild card race is going to be really exciting to see like what teams kind of um uh filter and like kind of revolve through it, rotate through that those wild card spots. I really hope Winnipeg makes the playoffs so I can maybe catch a game while I'm in Manitoba.
Absolutely.
Make the drive down on a weekend and maybe catch a game at MTS Center. Um, Continuing on, last note I have here: Montreal's Pizzetta hits the Tiger Williams celly after shootout win.
What an electric celebration.
Just such an electric celebration. I mean, like gets on a stick, rides the stick, points out. What a fucking win! Oh God, such a good celly, good shout out there for sure. Just wanted to point that out, but yeah, Milkman, why don't you take us away with some NFL news?
You know, I generally like that nickname. Everyone's
Milkman?
got to have like an online personality name.
Oh, for sure.
And I was thinking about it. If I'm Milkman, then I feel like you got to be like Big Wheat or something.
Big wheat?
Yeah, Big Wheat.
No, because that doesn't make sense. Like, you're Milkman for a reason.
Yeah.
Big wheat is like nothing.
It's the complete
No,
opposite of you. I know.
no, but you are addicted to milk and you poured milk on yourself in a Cuban resort.
Okay,
That's
okay. So
why we
then
gave you the nickname Milkman.
okay, so then if I'm Milkman and you're not Big Wheat, even though I feel like that's a fire nickname.
Doesn't really roll
Just
off the tongue like Milkman does, though.
yeah, but like okay. I don't know. I feel like every person who's kind of labeled as like big is not actually big. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
And calling you short stack or something like that is just completely fucked up. So that's
Short
why
stack.
that's why I was like, oh, like we always bug you about your gluten allergy. No, you're not the tallest person, but you have a big personality. Big wheat.
All right.
Big cheese is also on the table, but
Big cheese.
I like big cheese. It's a
Big
good one.
cheese. Also, I posted a clip of you picking fucking plain Lays and a
Dude,
milk
I
chocolate bar, which is absolutely crazy to go on a desert island.
I
Um,
don't know why so many people have a problem with it.
Someone commented
It's
on our TikTok saying, "Who listens to this?"
bro. Who listens to this? What?
What should I reply with?
Fuck, man. Now I want to fuck. I want to roast the fucking. Wait. Who was it?
El Generico.
Ah, damn. I felt like oh.
Should I say your mom?
Your mom and I are watching this right now as we speak. God damn it.
I'll say Yamum. Yamum
Your mom.
replied.
Dude, this guy's fucking picture too. Why is it
Fucking
Michael Sarah?
yeah, I know. Michael Sarah with a pedo stash.
Brother.
All right,
Oh my God.
kick us off with some NFL news.
Will do. Yeah, this is great podcasting. We just have to roast this guy. Fuck this guy. All right. Not like a lot of NFL news, but some pretty big news. Um, the biggest news, Lamar Jackson has officially asked for a trade or to be traded
Well, he requested that
a
a,
while
f-
ago.
a few weeks ago. Yeah.
Yeah, it was requested, but nothing was ever done. Now he's spoken out on social media saying he basically does not want to be in Baltimore anymore, which I don't blame him. Do I think they should give him a fully guaranteed contract? No, I think that's stupid. But you can't tell me that he's not worth at least a sniff at an almost fully guaranteed contract and two firsts. Because as much as I love Derek Carr, I would so much rather New Orleans have bitten the bullet and gone after someone like Lamar
Yeah.
because not only is he younger, but then you show you have sustainability at the quarterback position and maybe try and like take away the runningness of his game and more or less define his all around game because he's leveled up his passing stats and his passing game in general.
And he
So
did that, and he's doing it with fucking no one in
no
Baltimore
one exactly.
except Andrews. But like everyone knows Andrews. But like if you're like Baltimore's treated him like shit. Like get some playmakers around him. Don't sign fucking old ass Des Bryant to be his the big savior at wide receiver for him. Like that obviously was very short lived.
Yep.
Did was it the Saints Des Bryant signed and then tore his Achilles the same
Tore his
day?
ACL his first practice with
And
the
that
Saints. Yeah.
that was with the Saints, right? Did he played a few games with Baltimore, right?
Oh yeah, he did, and he caught a couple touchdowns. But I mean, like he wasn't Des Bryant
No, it's not the
from the
Des Bryant we
Cowboys.
know.
No,
Like you can't be bringing in these washed receivers. Like give him fucking OBJ. Like
literally,
OBJ has shown like in LA, like he came back from an injury and he balled out. And obviously he's recovering from another torn ACL. Yeah, it sucks, but like he's still gonna be able to make plays. But like Baltimore's Willie Sneed, that's your
or
receiver one. Like fuck, man, get him some
or
playmakers.
the biggest name on the wide receiver block right now, nice, is DeAndre Hopkins. Like, go out and try and trade for him.
Like
You
get
know that
something
Arizona
for
is
him.
probably gonna take a second round pick for him, and that's not even overpaying for DeAndre Hopkins.
No.
I would so give up a second round pick just to give my star quarterback an actual viable weapon. And
Yes.
now it looks like it's not going to happen. And now it looks like fucking Baltimore's going to have to turn to Tyler Huntley, who, yeah, maybe with a full offseason as a starting quarterback might turn into something good, but he's not Lamar Jackson.
He's not reliable. I can't go into a big game and having Tyler Huntley as my starting quarterback confident. I'm
No,
sorry.
no.
He's good in week 12 against the Texans.
When
He'll
Lamar Jackson has to just shit.
yeah, he'll have like if Lamar Jackson is out with a thumb injury that needs rehab and you throw Tyler Huntley in against the Commanders in week 12, he'll ball out. But if I'm in the AFC divisional game and I'm playing Cincy, I can't say I'm exactly confident in Tyler Huntley to carry us to a victory. Lamar Jackson, on the other hand, he's a lot more threatening at the position than
Absolutely.
Huntley. And I think it's so valuable for your entire franchise, not just your team, but your franchise in terms of jersey, ticket sales, whatever. Yes, maybe not fully guaranteed, but give him something pretty fucking close, like 80% guaranteed to have
Yeah,
him stay and then do something to give him weapons to throw to.
yeah.
Like,
I was thinking
it's mind boggling.
5, 6 years, 250 mil, and then make 1 year your get out year. 1 year where you can just say, this is the year it doesn't work. We'll work a way around that.
Yeah,
Give yourself some area to maneuver, but don't do the Deshaun Watson deal because you're fucking stupid and you're fine. And you have your answer at quarterback.
I know.
And
It's
now
insane.
they won't. And the fact that people aren't biting at this, what was it? Richard Sherman or RG3, whoever it was that had the worst take possible about why Lamar Jackson isn't getting a contract. Uh, it almost turned political in a way, and it's like, wow, way to really turn this around, race. You
Yeah.
look at him, and he's a mobile quarterback who has been on the injury shelf for the past couple of years, and then you just say like, oh, look at all these white quarterbacks who are potentially getting a contract, like Joe Burrow. All right, let's not talk about Jalen Hurts, who's definitely staying in Philly. Let's not talk about Patrick Mahomes, the once highest paid quarterback ever. Dak Prescott. The list is endless, full of experienced, well, or very well black quarterbacks, but none of them are as risky as Lamar Jackson,
Yeah. And
and it's frustrating.
Deshaun Watson, he got a
Yeah,
fully guaranteed contract.
indeed. And
And
he
like
has the biggest tag over his head that
yeah,
says don't.
yeah, and like you're comparing Daniel Jones to Lamar Jackson. It's like that's not that card is so out of like it's not even part of the conversation. The
No.
only reason why obviously like guaranteed contracts is a funny thing because players you fight for fully guaranteed contracts because that's your right because of how much you put into it. But it's also not smart to give out fully guaranteed contracts from the owner and GM's perspective because
Hmm.
like players want fully guaranteed because they might get hurt, but owners don't want to give out fully guaranteed because they might get hurt, right?
Exactly.
So that's the thing. And like the reason why Lamar Jackson isn't getting signed isn't because of the color of his skin. It's because, first of all, he doesn't have an agent, so he has no leverage.
No.
Like the team can be like it's Lamar Jackson doesn't really have the ins of an what an agent does and doesn't know all the technical business behind it. He might have a rough idea, but no one knows the industry like agents do. So it's
Exactly.
like it's so much harder for him to like get what he wants through himself rather than an agent, and the team knows that.
Hmm.
So it's like it's gonna be something that doesn't get resolved until the summer, I think. Like
Yeah,
I don't think anything happens until July at the earliest.
I agree. I
Because
agree.
it's just like a stubborn organization, a stubborn player, and a high price tag to trade for him. So
Hmm.
there's so many factors coming into this that play into it more than just race. And I think it's severely unfair for any analyst to pull that card, whether it's defending or like whatever for Lamar or Baltimore. It's so unfair to pull that card.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's just the easy, low hanging fruit in
Yeah.
this day and age. And it's like, really, man? Like, yeah, absolutely baffling.
Yeah.
But the next piece of news, Dan Snyder, uh, may be willing to take a $6 million or $6 billion bid, sorry. Uh, which obviously he should. Dan Snyder, piece of shit human being.
Yep.
Definitely, definitely don't know how he's still around, considering all the emails that he sent John Gruden back in the heyday.
Yep.
And
He's
man,
not
oh man.
he's not in my top three human beings, I'll tell you that for free.
Yeah, exactly. So I really hope that it does come down to him selling the team. Canadian billion-dollar billionaire
And
is apparently in
Anthelopoulos or whatever his name is.
something like that.
Yeah.
Magic Johnson is in, and honestly, fuck, like I might even throw a couple $100, and say, here, change the commanders for me because if Warwick Dunn can put in 7 million and turn it into 50 million for the Falcons, like I just gotta find where to invest my stock and give Magic or whoever buys the team an extra couple $100 Canadian. I'm sure the Canadian billionaire would appreciate it.
Yeah.
And boom, now I own like a percentile of a team, which could grow from $100 to like $10,000 in 10 years.
Yeah.
It's crazy, but it's a super smart investment because the league is always growing, money is always growing, and it'll never die. Football's king in the States.
Football's king.
Absolutely. And then more or less stuff to do with the owners. Pretty cool change. The number 0 is now able to be worn.
Really? That's fucking dope.
Yeah, Calvin Ridley has officially changed his number to 0. The
Did he?
first player to do so.
That's fire. I
Absolutely.
I think that's cool.
Yeah, I think it's awesome as well. Uh,
Why not?
I
Why
see it
not?
more or less being like a receiver, corner, special teams number.
I definitely see one linebacker coming into the league is going to wear number 0.
There we go. Linebacker too. Yeah,
Linebacker is such a single number position, especially in college, that there's going to be at least a few that wear number 0. That is a fact. Now that it's not just like
yep.
50 and up for linebackers or whatever, there is going to be a linebacker who wears number 0.
I agree. It's just such a like bulk number. You have
Yeah,
to.
it's so cool. I don't know, like why not?
Why not? And then the owners reject rule change to roughing the passer. You will not be able to challenge that. And uh that just means refs need to get better at what is and what isn't roughing the passer.
And
Because we've seen some absolutely total miscues of roughing the passer, whether
yeah,
it's a graze to the face mask or a no call when this guy gets fucking double deckered from opposite direction and fucking dies on the field.
yeah. And I'm okay with like not being able to review it because pace of play like does impact the game and like in terms of behind the scenes like viewership and everything like that and just morale overall across fandom of the NFL like pace of like if you're reviewing every single play
It's just gonna get so
like
slow.
3 hour games are going to turn into 5 hours. It's like holy shit, let's go. Like
Absolutely.
I'm okay with or at least keep reviews to 30 seconds. If you can't find something within 30 seconds, inconclusive. You can't. Don't review it for 5 minutes, putting it in slow motion and following every frame by
Possible
frame.
angle.
It's like I'm okay with it not being reviewed. It's just like you said, the refs need to fucking smarten the fuck up and figure out and the league, yeah, no, they just need to call the games better.
Yes, I agree. Or else it's gonna get super fucking annoying.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's all my NFL bit of news right now. You got something to say, so I'm interested.
Just like contract negotiations, like you said, like with Joe Burrow and everything like that. Justin Herbert and the LA Chargers have opened negotiations as well. Nothing's real. Come, they haven't met or like they haven't landed on an agreement yet, but like contract negotiations have opened up, and LA said that Herbert will be our quarterback for the future. So, something to keep a lookout. Maybe by next week, we're announcing a Justin Herbert LA Chargers contract extension, but LA would be the next dumbest franchise, even dumber than Baltimore to not um get this guy extended. So I fully anticipate that LA will do the smart decision and uh basically blank check to Herbert and be like, what do you want?
Yeah, I hope so.
Write down what you want and we'll make it happen.
I hope
Because
so because that is what's needed
yeah,
for LA.
yeah,
Like if they don't do that, then fuck, where's he gonna go? I don't know.
100%. Yeah, no.
After, of course, the next year.
Yeah, Herbert, I'm excited to see what he does with Kellen Moore. I've done this I've talked about this, but I think LA's offense could be very exciting next year if they can find a replacement for Eckler, but I'm sure we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, negotiations between Herbert and LA have opened up, and I'm assuming a deal will get done this offseason.
Yes, I hope so because he is everything that LA needs.
Yeah, he's the truth.
Absolutely. But other than that, everything is caught up with football.
All right, let's get into this end of pod game that you had for the people. What are we doing today?
We are doing a combination of people and figuring out their age. Obviously, you can't look it up, so there's no cheating.
Promise.
You can't be exact here,
If I
especially if you
had,
take a while.
hey Siri, how old? No, okay. Oh my God, my Siri actually turned on. No, I didn't think that actually worked. I thought you had to hold down the button. My bad. Yeah, no. I promise I'll keep it civil. But I think I saw this like shout out breadbasket on TikTok. Like a lot of people do this. Like, is it just like I need the combined age from? I'll let you explain it.
Yep, just the combined age of people that you know. And there's obviously three people per round.
Okay.
So you're just gonna have to take a big guess on it.
All right.
All right. It's a pretty simple game to follow along.
And obviously
Uh
this is just me playing.
yeah, obviously it's just you playing because there is no other person here. So with
Naturally.
that, uh I'm just actually tallying up. I wrote down the ages, but didn't put the exact number. So,
Oh, like the answer to what
yeah.
the
So let me just quickly write
do it.
down these ages here because yeesh, that would have been
Yeah.
like, hey, I actually don't know the answer.
Yeah.
You
My yeah, my answer is 121. All right, you are 1 second. Let me actually do the math here.
and you are, I don't know,
Yeah, I
actually.
actually don't have the answer. Let me get back to you for a second.
Yeah, no, let me do that. There we go.
Yeah,
But yeah, with that, I think
rock and roll.
we are ready to go.
Sweet.
Okay. So with the first one, got a pretty nice one for you. It is Dwayne Johnson,
Okay.
Kevin Hart,
Okay.
and Mark Wahlberg.
All right. Am I on the clock or
Uh, I'll whenever time feels right, I'll start counting down.
okay? So The Rock, Wahlberg, Hart.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll talk through this. I'll talk through this. So I'm thinking in The Rock. I'm thinking he's in the mid 50s portion of his life. I'm gonna say like around I think 56, 54 is respectable for The Rock. I think Kevin Hart's a little bit younger. I don't think Kevin Hart has cracked 50. Um, maybe he has. I'm gonna say like 40, 48 for Kevin Hart. I don't know the reasons behind picking these ages, by the way. So if I'm way off, I won't be surprised. Um, I do think Mark Wahlberg is the oldest of the three, and I think he's actually like getting close. What did I say for The Rock? 54.
50 I think 54 will be your final one, yeah.
So I'm gonna go and say Wahlberg's like 57, 50. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say 100. Wait. 140. I'm gonna say 155.
Damn, you shot over on everyone's age. The Rock, 50.
Fuck.
Kevin Hart, 43.
Fuck.
And Wahlberg, 51.
Fuck.
So with that, you were 11 years too young. Oh wait, you said 150 what?
155.
Yeah, 11 years too young. 144.
Too old.
Yeah.
He said
Yes.
111 years too
Yes.
young. Yeah.
Yeah. The answer was too young for you there.
It's not terrible in the grand scheme of things. I mean,
I mean,
11 years off.
for your first guess, for everything, yeah, it's pretty fucking good. All right.
It's not awful. Not awful.
The next one, we got Rihanna,
Riri.
ASAP Rocky, and ASAP Ferg.
I want to say they're all like around Donnie's age, but I don't think any of them are older. So maybe I feel like Ferg is like someone who looks like 10 years older than they actually are. Like he might look 50, but he's actually like 28. Like those types of people.
Yeah.
Um I want to say like Rihanna might be like
She's been in the game for a while.
I know, but like she also popped off when she was young.
Hmm.
So it's like that might be really deceiving. But I also might be thinking of like Beyonce, who like popped off when she was young. But I think Rihanna started off when she was pretty young. So I'm gonna say like Rihanna's around like 29.
Okay.
And then I think ASAP Rocky's around the same. I low key feel like he's younger though. Like I think he might be like 27.
Okay. And then
But
what do
I
you think
also
about?
don't think he's just 4 years older than us. I feel like he's no, I'm gonna say ASAP for like 30, 33.
Okay. And then Ferg.
I'm gonna go final answer.
I'm assuming you're just tallying up the age on your phone.
I'm writing down each age's
Oh,
age.
okay, 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 okay.
So as a total, final answers for each. Ferg 35, Rocky 33, Rihanna 30, total 98.
You're very close. Rihanna's 35,
What?
and
She's that
Rocky and Ferg are both 34.
fuck. I did not
103 is the age. So you're pretty close.
Yo, I did not think Rihanna was 35.
Right? I know. I looked that up. I'm like, God damn, she's mid 30.
Yo, but Rocky 33? And
Yeah. No, 34, 34, 34.
no,
They're
no,
both
but
30.
like my guess of 33.
Oh, very close.
And
Yeah, when you
Ferg
said
35?
27, I'm like, damn, you're way off.
No, but yeah, like I said 27 and I was like, no, there's no way he's only I forget that I'm only 23 and I'm like that's like 3 years older than me because I'm turning 24 and I'm like there's no way he's like little baby is like fucking 27 or some shit. Yeah, I knew.
Yeah, and they've definitely been in the game longer than
Yeah.
I have. Yeah,
So I knew that was a really bad guess. So I had to switch an audible there.
you're right. All right.
But I was right that like Rocky was younger than Rihanna,
You
my first
were.
initial guess. But then
Yep.
I
Then you
switched that
switched
up
it.
and I just did not think Rihanna was 35 years old.
No.
That threw me off a little bit.
What a
Not gonna lie.
curveball. All
Very.
right. Now we got my mom,
Lindu.
me, and Shaden. I know you for sure know two of these answers.
Well, even Shaden, I might be like,
He's thinking.
I am thinking. Bad podcasting. Sorry, I forgot we were live. Is she? Fuck. Oh.
Insert insert woman doing math with numbers all around her. Meme.
Or Alan from The Hangover at the blackjack table.
Yeah. Counting numbers, finding out which is which. I feel like this one you're gonna be really, really close to it.
I just can't. Your mom. Like I initially went right to this, but I'm like, no. Can I ask how old your dad is? Or is that cheating?
That's cheating. I'll say this: my mom is older than my dad, though.
I knew that.
Okay, okay.
I think your dad's
All right, I'm gonna give you a 10-second countdown now. So the longest one. I know it's the one that you can get probably right here. But 10.
okay. Final answer,
Oh.
105.
Oh, you're a year off.
Oh, no.
106.
Fuck.
What do you have for the numbers?
60, 23, 22.
Oh, it's 61.
Fuck! I was gonna write that down too. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember if your mom was just older than my dad or just older than my mom.
Yeah, they're
So
very
that
close.
so
They're
that's what I was
intertwined.
so that's what I was trying to figure out. I'm like, is she like has she cracked 60 yet? Or
Mhm.
like
Yeah. Turned 62 in August.
damn, I literally was gonna write a one beside the six, but I was like,
Tough.
oh, and I knew like even Shaden, I was like, my first initial shot was 23, and I'm like, no, I think she's like a year, not maybe not like a year younger, but
Yeah,
like
she
six
was
months younger.
2000.
Yeah, like
Yeah. May 24th.
coming up.
It's
Oh,
coming up.
past. No,
Oh,
oh, I'm thinking March
coming up.
24th. Thinking March. March and May.
Could you imagine?
I was like, I don't think we celebrated it.
No, we definitely didn't actually.
Yeah.
All right. Last
Ah,
one.
all right.
This was probably going to be the toughest of them all, I'd say.
Okay. Okay.
Donald Trump,
Donald.
Joe Biden, and Barack Obama.
It's like 1,000.
Now this one.
Trump looks really good for his age. I know he's in his 70s. Like, I think like Trump is like, I'm thinking 76. And
Okay.
I think Biden has cracked 80. Dude, like that guy is a fossil, dude. Like that guy is so old. He's like bleeding from his eye and shit. It's fucked.
Falling upstairs.
Yeah. The funniest videos when he's walking into the White House and the security guard's like this way and he just walks right past him.
Yeah.
It's like,
I go,
dude,
where am I going again?
yeah. And I think Obama's around my dad's age. Like, I think he's older, but I think he's like hovering around that. Like, I think Obama's like 64. Like, that's my first gut instinct.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just gonna go with this because fucking send it. Do the math here. Math guy.
Big math guy.
Jesus Christ. That's a big number. Yo, looking at this number, I know it's sounds like holy shit, this is a bad guess, but like these guys are fucking old.
Yeah.
All right. My final answer.
Yeah, final answer.
Combined number,
Yep.
210.
Damn. Dude, that's so fucking close. I don't know where you went wrong. I thought you would have been over. It's 217.
So my guess was Trump 76.
Correct.
Really? On the
Yep.
money? Let's
On the
go.
money.
Biden 80 and Barack 64.
Okay, well, how did you do your math? Because
6 plus
you
4.
should be 220 right now, my guy.
I forgot to carry the 1.
Yeah, Obama's 61.
Forgot to carry
That
the
would
1.
be 217.
Yeah. Forgot to add the 10.
There you go.
Well,
Well,
hell,
at
even
least I know
closer.
you were. I knew, or at least now I know you weren't using a calculator.
Yeah, even closer. Like that's even a closer guess. That's 3
Absolutely.
off.
I'm surprised. I fucking hell. The fact that you were only wrong with Obama is like fucking insane.
Yeah, I sniped Biden and Trump.
Absolutely.
Like
Maybe
I
even more or less Biden.
I thought Biden was in the 80s. I just wasn't sure, so I just wrote down 80 because I was like, I know he's cracked that
Yep.
milestone. So I'm just gonna write down flat 80.
That was
Um,
perfect.
Not bad. Not bad.
That's
Not bad.
perfect. I'm really impressed with the last one there.
Yo, that first one, I thought I was decent with 11, but that was the farthest I was off. Not bad. It's not bad. Stay tuned for next week. We might do the same thing with 8.
Facts. I'm excited.
Facts. Well, hey, that was a good episode.
Great episode.
Um, uh, Next week is the Masters. We're gonna do a little Masters draft as well.
Hell yeah.
Coming next week. Should be fun. Should be a good time. I have homework to do for this week. Leading up to this Friday, gonna be stressful next couple of weeks leading up to the end of the semester. You're over there building fucking cabinets, fucking rights. If you haven't listened to the latest Kick Back and Relax episode, that is live. It was very fun with the Snacktastic boys, Corey and Carrie. Had them back on the show. We did 3 drafts, comfort food drafts, food starting with tea and build your breakfast. It was very, very fun conversation with the boys, so definitely go check that out on all platforms, including YouTube. But Hayden, where can the people find
On
you?
Instagram and Twitter at Hayden_Barton.
All right, Hayden is fired officially and never to be seen again. I'm cutting that part out just because fuck you. You can follow me on Instagram at Jevon.Lefave, Twitter at JevonLefave. Find everything for the show on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at LeftSideHeavy_. Check out the YouTube Left Side Heavy and give us a good review everywhere you get your podcast. It really helps grow the show.
Real, do not be like that guy on TikTok.
Yeah, what a loser that guy is. He has no friends.
Facts.
But I mean, he did kind of dunk on us because he commented that, and we have 1 like on the TikTok. So
And it's me.
yeah, and he's kind of proving our point. But that's besides the point. Go follow us, support us, really helps. And yeah, we will see you guys next time. Peace.